Expecting you.
Expecting you. Hey, it's Keeper.
Wait, what? First of all, Fitz has 4 fingers on his left hand.
Look at it. Look at... It's driving me kind of crazy.
I don't know how Sophie hasn't noticed.
I thought elves were supposed to be perfect. Does
I
this
guess-
not include limbs?
I guess she's holding his right hand every time they hold hands lightly, but
Probably.
still, I feel like it's a very noticeable thing.
She probably only thinks that all elves are perfect because she only holds his right hand. And that has all 5 fingers. While Fitz's left hand only has 4 fingers.
He thinks he's so perfect in like every single book, and like maybe it's just a cover up that he only has 4 fingers on his left hand.
Probably.
I don't know.
I mean, on Lodestar, some people say that like that 5th streak, like down here, is his pinky, but pinkies are not down here. So he must have 4 fingers. Well, 3 fingers in the thumb, but that's the same difference. I mean, yeah. Well, Tam has all 5 fingers.
On Legacy, you can only see his right hand.
On Everblaze, you can only see his right hand. But on Lodestar, if you look very closely, you can see that his left hand only has 4 fingers. So the question is, why is this never mentioned in the book?
Next, we have the Keith theory.
On every cover that Keith is on, Sophie is wearing a white dress. Here's a white dress. So pretty. Here's another. It's kind of more of a shirt.
Even
But
on
still
Legacy.
a dress. And yeah, she's also wearing a white dress on Legacy. If you
It's
haven't
just
seen that
underneath
cover
her-
yet,
Her red thing.
jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a question. Does this white dress on every cover that Keith's on mean that they are meant to be together and will get married?
What's the next white dress?
Yeah. Keith is on all the even numbered books.
He's on 2.
He's on 4. He's on 6.
And he's on 8.
So, what does this mean too? Does this mean he's even better than the rest of the characters? Especially Vince. Yes.
Talk about Legacy.
Most of these are gonna be wrong.
So, first thing I personally noticed when I looked at it was Big Ben. Like, what in the world are they doing in a forbidden city? They're in London. Like, what's happening with that?
Okay, but I need to point out something. She's holding Keith's hand like a stick shift. Okay. Okay. Why?
I can be your section, baby!
Just why?
Okay, and then, like, they're dressed really fancy. Like, elf dress fancy. We all know this. But they're, like, more fancy than all the other covers. So, especially Fitz. Like, if you look at Fitz, his outfit's, like, really fancy.
Embroidered.
Like, what are they doing? Like, they're in a forbidden city, and they're just super duper fancy. Fancier than they dress on all the other covers. Maybe they're connecting the 2 worlds.
I never thought of it like that before.
And then, the weird lightning thing.
It's going into her head, or maybe it's coming out of her head.
Something that us as Keeper have thought of. What if this was her inflicting? What if she has mastered direction and controlling it so that she can choose where it attacks? So she's inflicting someone. Because she doesn't look like she's in pain. She looks more concentrated than she does in pain.
Like orange juice.
Then, another thing I noticed was her crest. This is different. It's a swirly. It kind of looked, it's weird, because, like, this... crest. it looks different than all the other ones that have been on the past covers. Maybe she found out who her real parents were, and so she started wearing her real family crest.
I never thought about it like that either.
Yes.
Oh, and I'd like to mention that she's wearing mismatched socks. just because.
I mean, nothing's wrong with wearing mismatched socks, especially if you're going into the human world.
True.
I mean, wait, we're all wearing matched socks.
Shame upon us.
So, the main things we noticed were the inflicting, as we like to think it is, the Forbidden City, the fancy dress, and the family crest.
Is Keith crying?
Oh, and then,
Keith's crest is a circle.
yeah, what is Keith's crest? But it looks different than the ones on the past cover. So, I don't know.
Seriously though, Keith looks like he's crying. Do you see that line? Right there.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It does look like he's crying. Poor guy.
And then also legacy, just the title. What if Sophie's legacy was to connect the human and the elven world together?
Ooh.
And that's what she's doing in this cover.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
what about the Becker legacy and the Keith legacy and all the other legacies?
What if their legacy was to connect the lakes and the sea?
Why is it on the cover then?
I get it now! Because London is like a giant island thingy, and it's like in the sea, and I don't know.
It has legs. It has legs.
I mean, if it was legs, they would go to Italy, because it looks like a giant boot. And then also, I just want to express my anger towards the fact that Dex and Vienna are not on this cover. And Lynn, but just mainly Dex and Vienna.
Morella doesn't
I don't
matter.
care about her. Dex and Vienna, okay? Ugh, they're just so underappreciated. I just like,
So is Wiley.
I don't
He
care.
deserves it.
I don't care
Yeah,
about
he
Wiley.
does. He doesn't deserve it anymore.
He's already been on a cover.
He's been on the same
He's been
amount
on
of
the
covers as Dex.
And Vienna and Lynn, all the underappreciated cinnamon rolls.
Why are all the cinnamon rolls under
I don't know.
Underappreciated.
Shining Messenger. Why are they?
This has been Cover Theories. Keep her out.